In our flagship DVD, of course, we cover cutting your corner extrusions, your double angle corner extrusions, how they come together underneath the ball corner. Actually, there's three ways that you can cut those corners, depending on what your personal preference is. Either one of the three ways works acceptably well. No one way is better than the other. The thing to remember is that it's covered up by the corner, so it doesn't have to be pretty. It's still going to be structurally sound. And the three ways are basically you can, butt the pieces up against one another. Just bring the outer corners together, which will leave a little bit more of an opening, but it's still covered by the ball corner. Or you can cut it to 45 degrees on each side to make a nice 90-degree angle coming in all the directions. But honestly, there's no reason to do that. Yeah, it looks pretty, but it's going to get covered up by the ball corner anyway, so why spend the time and aggravation doing that? So in this little video demonstration, we're just basically going to show you the other two methods that I originally talked about so that you can see what both of the corners look like before the ball or flat corners are put on top of them. So let's take a look. What we have here are mock-ups of a couple of case corners. And as you can see, they have the extrusions installed and cut to fit. And as you can see, the extrusions on both of these are cut differently. There's no need to worry about cutting these at 45-degree angles like the hybrid tongue and groove extrusion, because the corners cover up these junctions. In this example, the extrusions are cut in such a fashion as to bring all three pieces together at their very corner edge tips. So with this particular cut, the entire corner area is actually open, but you can go ahead and fill that in with liquid nails or some type of silicone sealant underneath the corner before you install the corner. Now with this mock-up, this is an example of where you could take one of the extrusions and cut it the entire length of its particular panel, such as from this edge all the way to this edge, running the entire length of the panel. You can see on this one that the entire corner is exposed, but on this one where the extrusion comes all the way to the very edge, you can see that when you bring the other two extrusions up against that particular extrusion, now you just have this one flat side that's exposed as opposed to the entire corner. And you can still inject liquid nails or another sealant into that area as well. Both ways work equally as well. Neither way provides more integrity than the other. And as you can see, we've got a variety of corners here. No matter which way you cut the extrusion, all of these corners will work just as well in covering up that junction area, regardless of which corner you use on either junction. And like I mentioned before, there's no need to miter these corners to a 90-degree angle. Either of these methods will work just fine.